So in the last video, we talked about computational thinking. I covered why it is important. We also talked about why it is important in art class. But you probably have a few more questions. You're probably still wondering, what exactly is it? And how do I use computational thinking in art class? Or maybe you're just generally confused. Either way, we're going to cover the steps of computational thinking today. So the computational thinking process is actually a step-by-step process that engineers, computer programmers, coders, scientists use to solve a problem. So using this for art is kind of a big deal and kind of is not at all. The way that people used to think of education is science, technology, engineering, and math are the important careers. When we're competing with other countries for things like the space race, what we want to do is get our kids to learn science, technology, engineering, and math. That's the important stuff. And then the arts, like dance, music, drama, and the visual arts were great, but kind of extra. You know, STEM is what we're supposed to be learning about, and the arts are extra. But actually, now they think they kind of go together. So you need the arts to be effective in a science, technology, engineering, or math career. So much so that now the acronym has been combined from STEM to STEAM. The arts are now included. So the computational thinking process is kind of just a perspective or an approach, a list of steps, and a way to effectively solve problems. And it looks a little bit something like this. Basically, you're breaking down a problem into simpler parts, recognizing patterns that you might have seen before, looking for something that is repeating, removing parts of a problem that are unnecessary or irrelevant and only focusing on the important parts, and then eventually creating step-by-step instructions on how to do something. That is why a lot of math is a process or a step-by-step, instructions on how to solve a problem. So this might seem straightforward to you, or maybe it doesn't, but either way, this is where we're going to get our process for solving problems in art class. So I adapted that and I made it into a process that we can use in our class to figure out how to start an art project, how to solve a problem when we have one with an art project, or just to be successful as an artist. We have contemplate, which is the planning stage, create, which is where you're going to actually be making your art project, and then critique, which is where you're going to sort of judge your art and then figure out what you want to fix, what you want to be doing, what you want to be better or worse. And then in order to solve any problems that you see, you go right back up to the top. Chances are, if you've been creating art for a while, you're already sort of using this problem-solving process. I'm just putting into words things that you already know. With art, there's a very long tweaking stage. So just that little bit where you think you're sort of getting somewhere, but not everything looks quite right. So this will help you through that stage. This will help you at the beginning when you're trying to figure out what you're going to do. This will help if any problems come up. So let's break it down just a little bit further. In the next video, we will talk about the 3 steps: contemplate, create, and critique, and what this means for you in this class.